Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis. With me today is Jiunn, Seth Geist, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
If I go into one more grocery store and there's no toilet paper, somebody's gonna get a throat punch.
Get up a day.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to at this point.
All right. So today we are talking about the Warzone Robusto. This is more of a Robusto Extra 5.5 by 50. Comes out of the La Zona factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Cameroon. Binders from Honduras. Fillers from Nicaragua and Colombia. Blended by Hector Alfonso. Price point is $8.49, and the cigar was released in November of 2019. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I like the cigar. I thought that it was like a close medium plus strength, but not like full tilt heavy strength or anything. Medium bodied. I thought the cigar did a really good job of like balancing out sweet and spicy. And it did that consistently throughout the whole cigar. And within like so I smoked two of these back to back, not back to back, like within 2 consecutive days. I meant, and both kind of gave me that same sweet and spicy, like dry red pepper spice, like really rich, like roasted nuttiness, toast bread, and when I retrohaled, it just gave really good notes of all that. What I just said, so I really enjoyed it. Consistent blend. But for whatever reason, I had really bad burn issues with both of my samples. Like the wrapper cracked on both of them. Um, like within one of the samples, when I cut the cigar, the head just completely unraveled, which is fine because the rest of it still was intact, so no big issues. But even with those burn issues, I thought the flavor-wise, it was still pretty damn good. So.
How about you, Seth? What were your overall thoughts?
I really like.
You're on.
I'm good. I really like the cigar. I thought it showed a lot of balance between sweet and spice. I was getting some really funky flavors of like white pepper, Asiago cheese in it in the first part. It was really good. I liked it. I thought it was a solid release for Espinosa in general. Just a really good release though. I think it was one of the cooler things that has come out of La Zona, and good flavor profile. True African Cameroon wrapper too. That's for Coop.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
I hated this cigar. I don't know what you guys are talking about. No, I thought I'd be the one having to defend this cigar. I really enjoyed it too. I think going into it, it smokes like an Espinosa. So if you like Espinosa profile, I think you'll like this cigar. It's Espinosa with some of that spiciness. As June was saying, I don't think it's overpowering. I think there's a really nice creaminess and some citrus and some sweetness that offsets that. For me, I got a lot of nuttiness through the first and second third, which was really nice. Kind of just rounded out that profile. I think medium plus is right. I think it kind of hits medium plus at a certain point, but it's not overpowering. Like I smoked two of these, I think within a week, and both of them were very consistent in flavor profile, very consistent in burn, very consistent in draw. I was very happy. For me, the burn was perfect. Draw was slightly resistant, just the 1.5 notches to 2, which is pretty much what I prefer anyways because it slows the burn down a little bit. Yeah, Aaron, what was your overall experience like?
I thought the cigar started out well. It became a bit dry at the end of the first third, though, and that second third kind of knocked down the enjoyment a little bit more as that kind of dry earth kind of put a little bit of a damper on things. I was curious to see the Cameroon offering from Espinosa using that the wrapper from General, um, and I thought it was a fairly average cigar for me. Sometimes you can get the dryness from a Cameroon wrap cigar, and that was here, but it wasn't like off-putting or anything like that, so it wasn't anything overbearing. It's probably not something I'm gonna be returning to, but it's worthwhile to try it out if people are curious about it. But it just didn't really hit for me. So let's get into the scores. Start at the top with Seth at 7.78. John was next at 6.67. Then June at 6.52. And I give it a 5.85. So how do you think that 7.78 match for you, Seth?
Yeah, listen, I think it's clearly the best Cameroon from last year. I think it's probably also one of the best things that Hector has blended since the Laranja Reserva. I think Espinosa needs to play around with more tobacco like this, and they can really create some really good stuff.
Oh. All right, John, 6.67.
Yeah, man, this is a good cigar, and I'm like I said, I'm only just surprised that the majority of us are this high up on the scoring. Also, the price is quite surprising given how old the Cameroon wrapper is. Because for those who aren't aware, Cameroon is like stupid expensive. It's one of the most expensive wrapper tobaccos that are out there. So for $8.49, you should probably buy those if you're interested, because that's a bit of a steal. June?
6.5 to you, June.
I think I would have been pretty similar to John if I would have had better construction issues, construction performance rather. But yeah, I really like the cigar. I was man, there's something that's blended by Hector that I really liked before this. Honestly, it's been a while. I feel like, so I'm
Did you like the
glad to
Laranja?
the Maduro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I like this way more than the Maduro that
Yeah,
he
me
did
too.
last year. So, but like you were saying, John, like I felt like this tasted like a like I it tasted like a typical Espinosa cigar, right? Like they do a good job of having a balancing out. Like I think where Hector really does well is balancing spice and giving that sweetness, so you don't think that your palate is just being wrecked with a bunch of spice. So,
Yeah.
and I think this is a great representation of that. So it's good.
Yeah, my 5.85 matches up well. I mean, I thought it was slightly above average flavor profile. Structure was really good. I had some cracking issues like June did, but it stayed tight enough that everything burned together. It didn't kind of like really swell out where it wasn't the wrapper wouldn't burn. So it stayed tight enough together that everything stayed in line. So that kind of helped it out there.
It's funny that Canadian smoking in the cold with the low
Yeah.
humidity had like no issues whatsoever.
Yeah. Any other final thoughts from you guys on this cigar?
I think Seth's right,
Yeah.
man. I want to see Hector get his hands on some more funky. You know what I want? I want him to get his hands on some really old Brazilian wrapper. That's what I
Yeah.
like.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, and I want
Thank you,
Justin
Seth.
to be more collaborating next time.
You want more of his hands in there?
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
a little bit
Maybe
more.
Not just a pen and a piece of paper.
Let's just start.
Oh.
Let's start from here
Oh.
to like maybe here.
Oh. Wait, is this Justin? Is he joining us? No.
All right. If you just got to this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Smoke Espinosa every day.